All right, guys, for today, we're going to be using the chain rule to find the derivative. But this time, we're going to be looking at some harder problems. For example, let's say I wanted you to find the derivative of the following function. Negative 3x squared minus 5 to the fourth times negative 2x cubed plus 1. Obviously, you should notice that this is a product. So I'm going to have to use the product rule, where this is the first and this is the second. So let's use the product rule to help find the derivative. The product rule says you take the first, so negative 3x squared minus 5 to the fourth, times the derivative of the second. The derivative of the second would be negative 6x squared, plus the second, which is negative 2x cubed plus 1, times the derivative of the first, which we're going to have to use the chain rule to find the derivative. Bring the power out in front, leave what's in parentheses alone, drop the exponent down by 1, and take the derivative of what's inside the parentheses, which would be negative 6x. Now that the calculus is finished, let's do some algebra to clean this up. I'm going to leave negative 3x squared minus 5 to the fourth and negative 6x squared alone. But over here, I notice I have 4 times a negative 6x, which would be negative 24x. And then I'll have negative 2x cubed plus 1 and negative 3x squared minus 5 to the third. Now I'm going to try and factor out my greatest common factor, which in this case would be negative 3x squared minus 5 to the third. Let's see what's left after I factor that term out. I'll be left with negative 3x squared minus 5 times a negative 6x squared plus negative 24x times negative 2x cubed plus 1. Now let's do some distributing. I'm going to get 18x to the fourth plus 30x squared. Distribute here, I'm going to get plus 48x to the fourth minus 24x. Now combine any like terms. 18x to the fourth and 48x squared. That's going to give me 66x to the fourth plus 30x squared minus 24x. But don't forget that you factored out this term from the beginning. So you have negative 3x squared minus 5 to the third power. Now, the only thing that I'm looking for is to see if I can factor out anything. And I noticed that there is a GCF of 6 here. So I'm going to leave the negative 3x squared minus 5 to the third alone. I'm going to factor out a 6x. And then that's going to leave me 11x to the third plus 5x minus 4. And this would be the derivative of the original function.